Hey you guys, so I'm back again with another message from the Lord. Like I said, God has me in the book of Proverbs, but in this particular book or chapter of Proverbs, God was really telling me, or He was really saying what's going to happen in this season for the wicked and what's going to happen in this season for His children. All right, so I'm going to read Proverbs verse 28, and it says, "The wicked run away when no one is chasing them, but the godly are as bold as lions. When there is moral rot within a nation, its government topples easily. But wise and knowledgeable leaders bring stability. A poor person who opposes the poor is like a pondering rain that destroys the crops. To reject the law is to praise the wicked. To obey the law is to fight them. Evil people don't understand justice, but those who follow the Lord understands completely. Better to be poor and honest than to be dishonest and rich. Young people who obey the law are wise. Those with wild friends bring shame to their parents. Income from charging high interest rates will end up in the pockets of someone who is kind to the poor. God detests the prayers of a person who ignores the law. Those who lead good people along an evil path will fall in their own trap, but the honest will inherit good things. Rich people may think they are wise, but a poor person with discernment can see right through them. When the godly succeed, everyone is glad, but when the wicked takes charge, people go into hiding. People who conceal their sins will not prosper, but if they confess and turn from them, they will receive mercy. Blessed are those who fear to do wrong, but the stubborn are headed for serious trouble. A wicked ruler is as dangerous to the poor as a roaring lion or an attacking bear. A ruler with no understanding will oppose his people, but one who hates corruption will have a long life. A murderer torments conscience tormented conscience will drive him into the grave. Don't protect him. The blameless will be rescued from harm, but the crooked will be suddenly destroyed. A hard worker has plenty of food, but a person who chases fantasies ends up in poverty. The trustworthy person will get a rich reward, but a person who wants quick riches will get into trouble. Showing partiality is never good, yet some will do wrong for a mere piece of bread. Greedy people try to get rich quick, but don't realize they're heading for poverty. In the end, people appreciate honest criticism far more than flattery. Anyone who steals from his father and mother and says, "What's wrong with that?" is no better than a murderer. Greed causes fighting. Trusting the Lord leads to prosperity. Those who trust their own insight are foolish, but anyone who walks in wisdom is safe. Whoever gives to the poor will lack nothing, but those who close their eyes to poverty will be cursed. When the wicked takes charge, people go into hiding. When the wicked meet disaster, the godly flourish. Y'all, God, whenever I read this, God told me specifically, this is going to be a time to flourish for his children. Time to flourish. I'm going to read the last two scriptures again. Whoever gives to the poor will lack nothing, but those who close their eyes to poverty will be cursed. When the wicked takes charge, people go into hiding. When the wicked meets disaster, the godly flourish. Y'all, in this season, the wicked is going to meet disaster. We are starting to see it already. We're starting to see it a little bit. It ain't full yet. It ain't. It's not. It's not. It ain't. It's. We're gonna start to see an uptick in the wicked meeting disaster. We're gonna start to see an uptick in the wicked being exposed, and that's gonna be the time that God's children, the godly, will flourish. So God is saying it's time to flourish. I know I have recorded a previous message, prepare for the new. And I had said in previous videos that God had told me to release that when the world goes through, his children are not going to go through. When the world goes through, he's going to elevate his children. It's going to be our time to flourish. So, like I said, get ready, you guys, because it's going to be the time to flourish. Um, and it ties into the previous message of you having more than enough. Because a lot of God's children, our hearts goes out to the people that are attached to our assignment, whether that's the poor, whether that's the youth, whether it's where there is a need and God has shown you that need, your heart goes towards that need of wanting to help, right? Y'all, a lot of people, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and this is what I see a lot of people turn up their nose and stuff when it comes to homeless people and stuff like that. I have heard a lot of people say mean and hateful things about people seeing like a homeless person and stuff like that, and they'll say things like, well, they made that choice to be homeless and stuff like that, which really is very, very hurtful, because sometimes it's just life happens, right? But that really bothers me, because we have people that are ministers, we have people that they say they love God, that are Christians and stuff like that. They will turn their nose up to the people that are poor. They will turn their nose up to people that are homeless. And because God's children have a heart, and we see the need and we try to address and help the need, this is going to be your time to flourish, right? And I know I read earlier about how things were going to, it's like about a wealth transfer pretty much, but it says, I'm going to read verse number 8. Income from charging high interest will end up in the pockets of someone who is kind to the poor. That's a wealth transfer. So, like I said, we need to get ready, because it's going to be time to flourish. It's going to be our time to flourish. It's going to be our time to do what God has called us to do. You're going to have more than enough. Like I said, the wicked is going to go through. The wicked is going to meet disaster during this season and this hour. But when the wicked meets the disaster during this time and this hour, it's going to be God's children, the godly's time to flourish. Be ready. Stay prayed up and stuff, you guys, because it won't be long, like I said, because all these messages are tying together, and God sends out his word for warning and preparation, so we know how to prepare ourselves. But get ready, y'all. It's going to be a lot of God's children's time to flourish. Some of your things is going to take off like never before. It's going to be really accelerated, because it's going to be that time to flourish, right? So don't despise God telling you to do things that don't make sense, or God telling you to do things and just set it up, and he tells you, okay, hold off on this for a while, but I need you to do X, Y, and Z with it, and just keep it to yourself for a while, and then all of a sudden God tells you to pick it back up again, and it starts to flourish, because it was made for a specific time or a specific season. All right, so get ready, you guys, because it's going to be your time to flourish. All right, you guys, I love you all. I pray that you all have an amazing day, and I will chat with you all later.